Welcome back to The Turn, the only show where hosts are somehow both unqualified and overconfident at the exact same time. So, Metal Chris is in the booth pushing buttons like he's trying to defuse a bomb, and I'm here pretending this is all part of the plan. Spoiler alert, it's not. There is no plan. There's barely a script. And most of what is written down is just me roasting society and Chris Googling whether they're legally allowed to say it. If this is your first time watching, congratulations. You've accidentally clicked the most dysfunctional motivational seminar on YouTube. We're like if TED Talks and Florida Man had a baby. And then that baby grew up on late night cable and cheap gas station coffee. But hey, you're here, we're here, the lights are on, and somehow nobody has shut us down yet. So let's ride. Tonight's theme is simple and slightly disturbing. The gas is lit and the gloves are off, because there's one thing this world loves doing right now. It's lying to your face and then asking you why you smell smoke. So buckle up. Pour whatever toxic beverage keeps you awake, and let's dive headfirst into the madness. All right. You ever notice just lies anymore? No, that would be too honest. We gaslight now. We don't say, I'm screwing you over. We say, I hear your feelings, but that's not your lived experience. Your rent goes up 40%. It's not exploitation, it's market adjustments. The boss cuts your hours and workloads with 2 jobs. It's not burnout, it's an opportunity for growth. Your ex cheats on you with your friend. It's not betrayal, it's an ethical non-monogamy pilot program. Welcome to Earth, where the gas is always on and everybody swears they're smelling nothing. All right, the gas is lit and the gloves are off. This is the turn where we don't ask, is society lying to us? We ask, is there anyone left who isn't? Look around. Politics, careers, family, influencers, everybody's selling you reality like it's a used Honda with an air freshener and missing engine. Politicians don't say we're laundering money and power. They say we're protecting democracy. From who? Apparently, you. They lock you down, tax you up, ship billions overseas, then hop on TV like if you disagree, you're a threat to our sacred norms. Buddy, the only norm left is that we get screwed. And then told it's for the greater good. Then there's work. Corporate America will absolutely lie to your brain. Lie to you until you see their pants burning on fire. And your hand, you have a hand of a mindfulness app and say, if you're struggling, it's because you're not doing enough self-care. No, Brenda, I don't need another HR webinar on gratitude in the workplace. I need a second paycheck and a manager who isn't walking LinkedIn posts. Okay? So they'll work you 60 hours, call you salary, and if you complain, it's not exploitation, it's being a team player. Translation, we're robbing you blind, but could you smile about it? It really boosts morale. So we're all standing in this giant cultural kitchen, hearing the gas hissing from every wall, and the people in charge are like, smell? No, that's just the aroma of progress. If you pass out, they call it low engagement. Of course they do. And family? Oh, family invented gaslighting. Politicians are amateurs. You tell your parents you're traumatized by your childhood, they hit you with, we did our best. Did you? Because your best included screaming, slamming doors, and financing my therapy for the next 20 years. But if you say that out loud, you're ungrateful. And my family, we didn't have mental illness. We had attitude problems. You didn't get help, you got grounded. And the gloves are off, baby. And the second you set a boundary, take care of yourself, or walk away from the circus, suddenly you're the villain. You've changed. Yeah, I stopped volunteering for emotional target practice. Yes, and the gloves are off again. I'm not hugging the person throwing punches anymore, okay? And then you've got the influencers, human gas leaks with ring lights. They stare into the camera like a hostage video and say, if you're not making 6 figures a month drop shipping toothbrushes, it's because you're not manifesting hard enough. No, Tiffany, I'm not blocked. I'm not comfortable. I'm just building a personality cult in a rented kitchen with fake subway tile and a boyfriend you call your business partner. Influencers will starve themselves, filter their bones into oblivion, have a meltdown on live, then post the next day, guys, I'm doing amazing. I've never been more aligned. Aligned with what? The edge? Okay. And I love how it all loops together. Politicians gaslight you into thinking the country's fine. Your job gaslights you into thinking you're the problem. Your family gaslights you into thinking your trauma is overreacting. And influencers gaslight you into thinking your life is a failure because your breakfast didn't go viral. Meanwhile, you're the only one in the room who's actually feeling the heat from the burner. That's the theme tonight. We're done pretending. The stove isn't on, okay? We're done apologizing for noticing the smell. The gas is lit. You're not crazy. You're just awake. Not woke, awake. So here's what we're doing on the turn. We're taking the gloves off on politics that tell you up is down, on careers that drain your soul and call it culture, on families that rewrite history with a group text, and on influencers trying to sell you happiness in 30 seconds, viral vertical videos, okay? We're going to call it out, laugh at it, pull it apart, and maybe, just maybe, turn off a few burners before the whole kitchen blows. Because if the world insists on gaslighting us, we might as well be the ones holding the matches. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Stay right here. When we come back, we're diving into the headlines that swear they aren't on fire. Politicians playing arsonists, corporations selling smoke alarms without batteries, and a few influencers roasting themselves in real time. The gas is lit, the gloves are off. This is the turn. We'll be back in 1 minute, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome to The Turn. I'm Robert Peel, and this is Metal Chris. Apparently, he doesn't want to say his name.
Yeah.
But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Because tonight, the world is doing what the world does best, lighting itself on fire, then actually acting surprised when it gets burned. The gas is lit and the gloves are off, and everyone's pointing fingers like they're playing some kind of national blame karaoke. And trust me, nobody's hitting the right notes. We've got politicians foaming at the mouth, protesters performing off-brand interpretive dance routines, and celebrities acting like they're auditioning for the reboot of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Meanwhile, the rest of us are sitting here wondering if there's a refund policy for planet Earth. So let's dive straight into this chaos, because the news didn't just happen today, the news escaped. Speaking of escaped, Hunter Biden is back in the news again, and at this point, the Republicans are saying thank you, and the Democrats are saying, please stop. For the love of God, stop. Wide-eyed and ranting through another crack-induced F-bombathon, Hunter somehow found himself apologizing to a podcast host who looked less like an interviewer and more like a psychiatrist trying to survive the night at the mental institution and blinking Morse code for help while Hunter free falls into the alphabet of profanity. Give it 2 days. 2. And I guarantee you Rosie O'Donnell will be circling overhead on her flying emotional support pig, shooting lightning bolts out of her arse with a bottle of Xanax duct taped to her hoof like some deranged pharmaceutical fairy godmother. And speaking of Xanax, no one else follows Hunter Biden better than Jeffrey Epstein. And suddenly, it's like a deranged spirit animal. It sticks to Hunter Biden like glue. But the Democrats took another loss, and just like a sore loser, they sprint straight towards Epstein. Breaking news, we just found emails connecting Donald Trump to Epstein. Oh, really? Now you found them? They just mystically materialized in the Democrats' hands on the perfect time to do absolutely nothing? Again? Meanwhile, when we're here waiting on the edge of our seats for the Clinton emails, suddenly Trump was colluding with Russia. Does anyone else feel the cold, shocking breeze of political hypocrisy blowing across both cheeks like a damp fart? Yes, it was me. And speaking of cold moves, ICE protesters are back, and somehow dumber than before. ICE protesters are on the move again, or should I say, the dance move. These folks showed up in full leotards, yes, leotards, performing a special ed quality anti-ICE dance-off to the tune of the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Nothing says I'm making a political point like a grown adult doing jazz hands while screaming at a federal agent. Another thing, why do ICE protesters always show up armed with phones, whistles, and a deep desire to commit multiple felonies on live stream? They're like, hey, look at me, I'm documenting my own prosecution. No, Your Honor, that's not me. It's a woman. Sir, you literally just cut your hair. You still have the man boobs. You're not fooling anyone. Even I'm confused. And a what the fuck kind of way. Yo, speaking of which, Trish Hyman, you want to come on our show and do an interview? Did I get that name right? Heineman, I don't know. You're really cool. You stand up for some shit. I like it. It's righteous. But anyways, you could be one of our first interviews. And my contact info's in the descriptions. But meanwhile, maybe they should go talk to Hunter Biden's podcast psychiatrist host. Together they can summon Rosie on her pig to fire tranquilizers Xanax from her ass cannon. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Don't worry, I got the shit. And speaking of identity crisis, the Transgender Awareness Week, yes, again. Why do they need a whole week of awareness? It's been awareness since the dawn of the internet. Trust me, nobody's unaware. Look, my philosophy has always been, you do you. If you say you identify as a frog and your romantic partners are exclusively pigs, have it all. Have what you want. Do what you will. My niece still can't decide if she's a cat or a dog, and she just turned 20, okay? So don't push your ideologies on the rest of us. Translation, stay out of the opposite sex restrooms, okay? Please, it's getting weird. All right, enough about humans acting unhinged. Let's talk about the animals who are doing the same thing, but somehow with more dignity. Animals are out here behaving like they're trying to replace Congress as the leading cause of public chaos. And honestly, they're giving humans a run for their money. So let's check in with the creatures of Earth and see what's fresh. And besides the poop, let's see what insanity they've cooked up this week. A Florida man, oh, Florida again.
Hey, watch it.
Florida man confronts the same black bear again. Ring camera footage shows the bear trying to open his freezer like it's the DoorDash. Then it knocked over recycling and stared into the camera like, do something, bitch. Yeah, I'm a bear. You're a human. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? Anyways, at this point, the bear has squatter rights. The man's just paying the mortgage. And speaking of which, from Florida's flurry of criminals to Japan's surfing mafia. In Japan, sea otters are now stealing surfboards. These furry pirates are biting, hijacking, and riding surfboards like they're training for the Olympics. If you lose your board to an otter, that board belongs to the sea now, boy. And speaking of wild takeovers, an elephant in India crashed a wedding and ate the buffet. Guests watched in horror as the elephant casually demolished the catering table like it was a tasting menu. Imagine explaining to grandma that the reason she didn't get cake is because an elephant got the first bite, which was the whole thing. All right, enough of the wildlife. Let's flash fry the rest of the world in 30 seconds. This is the segment when I give Metal Chris the remote and he controls my grammatic destiny and tries to control the teleprompter correctly this time. And this is the quick flash lightning round, ladies and gentlemen.
That me?
All right, here we go, quick flash style, no breaks, no mercy. Just global chaos at the speed of a congressional meltdown. You remember how to touch this thing?
Yeah, play.
Play, stop. Down goes faster.
Down goes faster.
Don't hit the up or down button. The up or down button.
Up or down, down or upper, or up or downer.
Don't do anything until you hit play, but don't do anything until I say ding ding.
All right.
No, not now. God. Wait, no. All right, let me get a drink. let's do this. Ding ding! The Ukraine front line escalated again. More drones, more explosions, and still no one can explain the ceasefire is supposed to be mean. China flew 35 jets across the Taiwan median and line just to remind everybody that they bored. Iran announced a scientific breakthrough in uranium enrichment, which is diplomatic speak for you should really call your therapist. Or in the U.S. Congress, they're threatening another shutdown because that's their cardio. NYC's major drowning in scandals. Texas wants to be special border session, and California's power grid is one vape away hit from collapsing. Inflation is punching the groceries in the face, and tech stocks are done doing somersaults because someone else whispered regulation and housing market dipped in sanity before the immediate panicking, the climbing of the panic ladder, and the volcano swarm is Iceland, and I am walking up the stretching before the apocalypse? What? Meanwhile, influencers are eating glue power on TikTok, and Guy faked an entire vacation with AI, and a new conspiracy says bats are government drones in the Midwest, the UFO site. Because apparently aliens here for the drone and the Biden, and Hunter Biden, and wanted to watch the circus live. All right, I think we've officially hit our global stupidity quota, and here you have it. Tonight's tour through the flaming carnival ride known as Earth. The gas is lit, the gloves are off, and everyone from politicians to protesters and wild animals is completing the same Olympic sport. Unhinged behavior. Is tonight proved anything? It's the world may be insane, but at least we get front row seats. Stay tuned, stay sane, stay the hell out of opposite restrooms. This has been the Headline News Dive, and we'll be right back, baby. Welcome back to The Turn, where the drinks are strong, the patience is thin, and the only thing lower than America's attention span is the bar we've just set for public behavior, that is. If you're just tuning in, congratulations. You showed up on time. For me to lose whatever calm I pretended to have in the last segment. And yes, before anybody asks, I did meditate this morning. I didn't work, and let's get into it. You ever wake up and look at the world and think, who's running this nightmare circus? And why did they keep giving us chimps the fireworks? Because every single day feels like we're living in the world's longest group project, where half the team didn't show up, and the other half is high on TikTok trends. And the one guy doing the work is screaming into the void, like me. I'm out here trying to make sense of society while society is out here balancing on bail or on a ball, juggling conspiracy theories and eating glue. And you know what? We clap for it. We clap like trained seals every time somebody on the internet shows a new level of stupid we didn't think was biologically possible. I mean, seriously, when did everyone forget how to think? Not even think well. Just think at all. Half this country treats logic like it's gluten-free. Oh, sorry. Can't process that. My brain gets bloated. This generation needs a trigger warning before attempting common sense. We've got people out here believing headlines written by interns who failed their journalism ethics quiz, influencers who haven't read a full sentence since 2012, and politicians who tweet more than they negotiate. And every one of them is convinced they're in the enlightened chosen one because they watched a 3-minute video on YouTube with dramatic music underneath it. Speaking of YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We are live. The more you do, the more people see us and the more people care. So, speaking of YouTube, don't think I don't notice some of you showing up in the comments acting like backseat quarterbacks of truth. Rob, I don't agree with your tone. Buddy, this is not tone. This is a survival mechanism. If you've lived in my brain for 5 minutes, you'd understand it's either rant or explode like a microwaved potato. And trust me, nobody wants to clean that up. Right, Chris?
Not at all.
People are confused, irritated, overstimulated, and proud of it. We've built a society where everyone wants to be a philosopher, but nobody wants to read the rule book. It's all vibes. Pure vibes. And those vibes are rancid, like the fart I just laid a few minutes ago. And we've replaced knowledge with confidence. We've replaced expertise with volume. We've replaced reality with whatever makes us feel the main character is in a story nobody asked us to tell. You want to see peak delusion? Look at half the political arguments online. Those things have the IQ of a wet spaghetti. People out here screaming, educate yourself, while society memes made by a guy named Darth Fart 6969. And the best part, they double down. You could show them a PDF, a documentary, a panel of experts, and 10 years of historical content doesn't matter. They'll look you dead in the face and say, fake. Because it didn't match the conspiracy theory. Some shirtless guy with 2 teeth and a ring light whispered into the algorithm. And don't get me started on the influencers. These people are one spilled drink away from a nervous breakdown. But they talk like they're the second coming of Socrates. They'll tell you how to manifest abundance, find peace, heal trauma, fix your marriage, build a business, right before they post crying a selfie because Starbucks spelled their name wrong. We're taking advice from people who can't even manage their own emotions without a 17-step skincare routine and a ring light. This is why society feels like it's running on expired batteries. And isn't it funny? Hilarious, actually. How everyone screamed at me for calling out the gaslighting in the headline news segment earlier. Rob, calm down. It's not that deep. Oh, really? Because it feels pretty damn deep when the whole world is trying to convince you your eyes are lying. No, you're not freezing. You're just interpreting the code correctly. Not. That's why we're at now. And that's where we're at now. Emotional hypothermia with a smile. That ain't left, that ain't right, it's broken. And the more I watch people justify the stupidest behavior imaginable, the more I realize everyone's addicted to drama like it's a nicotine outrage. Or the new cardio and leotards.
Yoga pants.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it? Jazz hands. Go away, ice. Go away. Anyways, people wake up, stretch, and look for something to be offended by, like they're checking the weather app. Feels like 82 degrees. 2 fresh reasons to lose my fucking sanity. Well, guess what? I'm done playing nice. I'm done pretending. Everything's fine. You know what fine means? Feeling insecure and neurotic and emotional. It's not fine because you're here. I'm here, and as long as we've got a microphone and half a brain between us, we're gonna call it like it is, because somebody has to. Somebody has to stand up and say, no, you're not enlightened. You're confused and loud. Somebody has to point out the stupidity and say it's not a personality trait. Somebody has to grab the wheel before the bus drives straight off a cliff and lands on a pile of influencers selling detox dung tea. So buckle up. This rant isn't about the warm-up. We've got the whole show to remind us the world still exists. Comedy is still legal, and we're not going anywhere. Let's get back into it when we get back after this short 2-minute break, so Metal Chris can drain the weasel, and I can wonder why I wore this stupid outfit. Stay tuned for the next segment. Everyone.
Big people out that I'm drinking. All right.
All you have to do is turn the music off.
Music up.
We'll take this stuff first.
Here. Am I supposed to say my name this time? I gotta hit live video, right?
Oh, just send it to me. Welcome back to The Turn with Robert Peel, and
Metal fucking Chris.
it's time for everybody's favorite segment, where your digital ego comes to unplug the router and place plant into the comments section. You scroll, they post, you react. But what happens when the scroll turns into a cringe carnival? The post becomes a punchline. Tonight, we dig into 6 trending social media moments that scream, "Why are we still doing this?" and serve them up with the sharp, uncensored roast you deserve. So buckle up, because the internet's on autopilot, and we're just about to drive it straight into the ditch. You ready for this, Chris?
Fuck yes.
Nicki Minaj becomes an ambassador for Donald Trump administration. The rap icon turns diplomat, giving a speech under the Trump banner about prosecution of Christians in Nigeria. Social media erupted in disbelief. Memes, and, of course, the works, says the Times of India. And Nikki, I'm sorry, I had to pause. You know how we love border control, anti-immigration rhetoric, and deportation. She's like, sure, still want to rap? Super bass, you know, in like boom, boom, boom. Then boom, the UN stage is less Pink Friday and more pink flag for political posing. One moment, you're Anaconda. Next, you're Anaconda conspiracy theory. So what's next? A pop star handed the nuclear codes because her Twitter followers hit 10 million? I'm just saying. A Grammy winner with diplomatic credentials is like giving a toddler the Ferrari keys and expecting them to call the investor relations.
Sorry.
So, from what the hell in politics to what the hell in content capture. Are you all right there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good.
You all right? Yeah, good. Just checking on All right, he's doing better. Everyone give Chris a round of applause.
Golf clap.
Okay, so Nicki Minaj reposts White House TikTok boasting anti-trans sport policy. The singer reposts an official account touting policy achievements like no men and women's sports, stirring major backlash. This one's rich. When your lyric sheet careers empowerment, and then you amplify a post saying someone's excluded, you're doing the musical equivalent of writing "follow the leader" on your back while blindfolded, folded. Fans feel betrayed. Memes scramble, and you end up going from starships to star pissed. To summarize, previously you rapped about being the star in the room. Now you're letting a political campaign use your beat to signal exclusion. The DJ switches funk to fantastic, and no one told the crowd. All right, politics can be a clown show, but sometimes the social media circus isn't even worse. Or is it? On to nonsense you'll laugh at, and maybe cringe at. TikTok trend flipped the camera, slammed as public humiliation content. Teens have their phone to someone to a film dance, then flip the camera to reveal the helper. Often someone socially excluded, and post it for laughs. Experts warn it's bullying. Yes. The old trick of bullying without telling them. Even our teens are gaslighting us with their phones. So, after that stupidity, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, you did.
The modern evolution of recessed bullying logic. Hey, thanks for helping. Now, look like the idiot you always were, like me. It's like letting someone hold your mic and mid-speech, you swap it for a kazoo and record their face. This trend proves humanity outsourced cruelty to the algorithm. The punchline is convenience. The target is kindness. And the reward is views. Meanwhile, the helper gets content and trauma in the same clip. If schoolyard humiliation went online, this is the subscriber tier. From teen pranks to corporate fails, because nothing's safe when brands try to join the roast. 2025's top marketing fails, American Eagle, Great Jeans campaign mocked as tone deaf. The jeans campaign with the tagline Great Jeans flopped badly after people read it as Great Jeans and accused the brand of eugenics adjacent messaging. I'm sorry, just because I like to wear good jeans doesn't mean I want to commit euthanasia or genocide.
People are just fucking stupid, bro.
Yes, they are. Thank you.
Sorry.
And what is her name?
Oh my God.
Come on.
Blonde and beautiful?
Yeah, blonde and beautiful. Yes. She's freaking hot, so leave her alone. Not just because she's hot, but she's also smart too. Did you see her take on that podcast chick? The one with the like big eyes. It was like really, really trying to get her to like, admit that she was wrong, and she just like straight stone cold face looked her in the eye. It was like, what, bitch?
She got paid for doing a commercial.
Yeah.
It's not her fucking fault. People hate the fucking jeans.
Hey, it's not the jeans, it's the beauty they hate, because all the people talking smack are probably pretty ugly anyways.
Like me.
Karen, you're not ugly. You're beautifully Shrek. Speaking of great genes, billion-dollar idea unintentionally signaled elitism and tried to DNA check her and see if her genes were really good and see if she had good burger protein. So now that the first tweet draft slogans and pray someone cares, marketing teams in 2025 are basically teenagers blowing up their parents' car and posting oops, LOL on Instagram. The algorithm laughs, humanity cries. And before you think, okay, that was bad, we're diving into the realm of cognitive meltdown, where social media meets geographical absurdity. 1 in 5 Americans now regularly get news via TikTok platform once it's dances and lip syncs. So, the news consumption habits of U.S. adults have shifted dramatically. 20% now regularly get news on TikTok, up to 3% and up from 3% in 2020. So, just to recap, people are decorating their internal climate with cat videos, then waking up to breaking world news from the same app that taught them how to floss dance. I can't even do it because I'm sitting down. I'm trying. But one day you're watching a buffalo go. The next day you're learning about foreign policy. It's like getting your medicine from a candy machine. Could work, but probably shouldn't. The algorithm thrives on chaos vibes. Your update arrives between OMG, LOL, and here's how to deep fry my mozzarella logs in air. Last but not least, when generative AI meets social media stupidity, Instagram expands. Restyled generative AI feature. Users freak out over ethics of an AI content Instagram. And Instagram is allowing more advanced AI image and video generating editing directly in the app, raising concerns about authenticity, deepfakes, and content trust. So, your feed might soon show me on a beach with a unicorn, me at the Oscars, or me running for president, all made by AI. Meanwhile, real me is still sitting in the basement eating leftover pizza, and social media now doesn't like me anymore. But now, with extra fantasy and minus accountability, we went from look at my vacation to look at the vacation my algorithm built me. Authenticity is dead. Filter levels just hit we don't trust. There you go, Metal Chris. Metal Chris lost his buttons.
I fucked my buttons. But they're like,
Don't trust anything you see.
No.
Okay? In the future, hold on just a second.
Sorry, hit the wrong button. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Turn. And this is Metal Chris. And we'll be back right after a short break. See what happens when you get fucking.
Five.
Welcome back to The Turn, where chaos meets insanity, and Metal Chris will eventually learn to work his buttons. This is the turntable, the only news desk where the headlines come warped, the facts come remastered, and every story has been lightly sprinkled with the tears of disappointment. Basically an AR intern. But tonight we dive into the music industry. An ecosystem so chaotic that even Spotify's CEO wakes up every morning and checks the stock price, sighs and whispers, "Alexa, play something profitable." And now, this right here is the moment we all look forward to. That precious few seconds where I hand things over to Metal Chris, who is bravely, boldly, and fearlessly learning how to read. Yes, folks, gather round. Every week we watch this man tackle words like they're wild horses. He approaches a sentence the way a 5-year-old approaches cursive, with confidence, humility, and absolutely no understanding of what's about to happen. So give him space, give him love, give him the phonics he deserves. All right, Metal Chris, saddle up. Hit us with the first headline.
Trying to sound like a news anchor.
No, that's not it.
Nope. Taylor Swift's international Eras tour has officially become the highest grossing tour of all. Boo. Beating Elton John, U2, and CDP of 3 small countries? What the fuck is CDP?
The GDP of 3 small countries.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, damn.
That's okay. You made it through that quite well. And experts say that tour is so economically powerful that
That's so
if
bad.
Taylor sneezed on stage, the NASDAQ would hiccup. Denver economists have classified Swifties as renewable source of resource energy, capable of powering entire stadiums through screaming alone. At this point, the only thing left for Taylor is to conquer the moon. And honestly, NASA's terrified she'll do it with a sparkly rocket shaped like her friendship's bracelet or...
Speaking of artists who generate more drama than revenue, Kanye West, oh my God, I hate that, has announced 3 new albums dropping simultaneously, claiming he wants to reset the frequency of humanity.
Ah, yes.
Bullshit.
Classic Kanye. Yeah, that's bullshit. Kanye's weird, man. Did you see the moon outfit he wore to the Grammys one year that I don't pay attention to? I just saw the picture.
No,
Anyways,
hate that.
classic Kanye. Because when most artists release music, they think about marketing, strategy, maybe a tour. Kanye thinks, let me upload 3 albums at 4 a.m. from Motel 6 using Wi-Fi that only works if I'm standing on the mini fridge chanting in Latin. Allah ad nauseam, ad nauseam, ad nauseam. That's actually him puking. He's not releasing music. He's releasing a cry for help, updates disguised as mixtapes. We don't download his albums anymore. We check on them like a wellness visit. All right, Christopher, go ahead. Flex those kindergarten reading chops. One more headline. Take us home, baby.
Major labels are now signing artificial intelligent rappers, claiming they're cheaper, faster, and less likely to ask for dental. And you know what? Yeah,
Ladies
I
and
believe
gentlemen,
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you have when you have 5 tweakers sitting in a bus stop?
3 teeth?
A full set of teeth.
Oh,
I'm giving them credit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point in human history where record labels look like living musicians. Real breathing artists and said, what if we replace them with a laptop that never overdoses, never tweets something regrettable, and can freestyle at 47 languages? Imagine getting dropped from your label because an iPad mini with a SoundCloud account has more charisma. That's where we're at. One bad verse and boom, you're replaced by a Roomba with auto-tune. And that brings us to our favorite part of the evening, where I ask the question, if AI is taking over the charts, does that explain why half the industry already sounds like Siri having a midlife crisis? And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this week's edition of The Turntable, where the beat drops, the industry flops, and the headlines are always off key. So grab your seat, hold your dignity close, and brace yourself, because coming up next is Wednesday's What the Flip? The segment where sanity goes to die and logic takes a vacation and humanity flies a complaint with HR, matey. Go break. Go back to break.
we're done. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Five.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the turn. And I lost my place. I'm sorry. Welcome back to the turn. And welcome back to Insanity, created with clever jokes and probably a few farts mixed in.
And a little stupidity.
Yeah, something like
Well, we're okay.
All right, folks, strap in, tighten your seatbelts, and maybe say a prayer to whichever deity handles common sense. Because it's time for Wednesday's What the Bleep? The segment where society looks us dead in the eyes and says, oh, you thought last week was bad? Hold my beer, watch this. If you're easily offended, buckle up. If you're part of the problem, sit tight. Because today, oh today, the nonsense has reached freeway speeds. All right, speaking of gaslighting, let's talk about bad drivers. Because nothing makes you question the stability of your society like the moment you realize the highway isn't a road. It's a psychological experiment designed by Satan and the DMV. You ever notice it's always the giant truck behind you? Not a normal truck, not a work truck. I'm talking about a steel dinosaur with a lift kit higher than its owner's credit score. You look in the mirror and you can't even see the headlights. Nope. All you can see is in existence is the giant metal symbol on the grill staring you down like it's judging your entire life. And this dude is so close to your bumper, he could read your VIN number with his tongue. I'm sorry.
That was weird.
What exactly is the plan here? Big Rig Rambo? If he hits the brakes, we're all dead. Me, you, the kids, the dog, the bag of Wendy's fries in the passenger seat. Everybody's going into the afterlife together. One bad moment and boom. We're sharing a coffin like roommates that hate each other. And this guy does not care. He's got one hand on the wheel and the other holding an energy drink with enough caffeine to jumpstart a NASA shuttle. He's blasting country music about heartbreaks he never emotionally processed. He's got a decal on the back that says something like, "Don't like my driving? Call 1-800-YOU-SUCK, buddy." And buddy, it's not that I don't like your driving, it's that I'm trying to remember my last words because you're about to make them happen. And here's the part that kills me. They gaslight you, they tailgate you, they almost kill your whole family. And then you finally switch lanes so they can get around you. They give you a look like that little head turn, that smirk, that, yeah, that's what I thought, nod. Oh, really? Really, sir? Why don't you pull your big truck off the road and step out to my little car and find out what happens. It's always the little guys. And they get out of the truck like they're stepping out of a big rig and it's just an F-150. And you're acting like you just made a power move. Bro, you didn't dominate the road. You almost turned both of us into a GoFundMe. And don't even get me started on the ones who blast past you at 97 miles an hour only to get stuck at the same red light. I pull up to them like, congratulations, speed racer. We both made it to the target. But they won't make eye contact. No, they stare straight ahead or look down at their phones like they're actually important. And then they stare straight ahead like the traffic light is giving them a life advice. And you know what type of truck I'm talking about? The kind that's never touched a patch of dirt in its entire life. Shiny, clean, lift kit big enough to make a monster truck blush. The tires cost more than their child support payments. These trucks don't go off-road. They go to Costco. But wait, here's the true Wednesday's what the fuck. They drive like that, and they call you the problem. They'll tailgate you for 6 miles, ride your bumper like they're trying to merge with your soul. I wish I had a unicorn horn on the back of my Subaru to stab through your fucking radiator when I slammed on the brakes. But I don't. It's just the dogs in my backseat who might die when you crush us into a fricking waffle. And then come the pearly gates. And then the honk. Because you're not just going fast enough for their impatient disorder. I swear, if road rage were a sport, America would lead the world in gold medals. We don't even need playoffs. Just put everybody on I-70 during tourist season and let natural selection handle the rankings. Boom. But where's the Olympic gaslighting? Where's the Olympic levels? Have you ever gently tapped your brakes just to warn them? Not slamming, not stomping, just a little. Hey buddy, I exist. It's called a brake check. Immediately, they act like you tried to assassinate them when they swerve off the road to try and avoid slamming into the behind you. They throw their hands up, they'll point, they'll scream, they'll gesture so wildly they look like they were larding and landing in a plane, okay? Meanwhile, your dog is in the back seat like, is Dad fighting someone? Are we in danger? Should we bark? I'm gonna bark. And if you really want to see pure chaos, let the speed limit slow down because of construction. You'd think the government just announced a nationwide ban on personal freedom. Because lose their minds. And people lose their minds. Oh my God, 45 miles an hour? What am I, a peasant? Brother, relax. We're passing 3 dudes in hard hats trying not to die. And don't forget the lane mergers, the ones who want to wait until the last 0.07 seconds before the cones hit the bumper. They see the signs and they speed right up there, and then the lane ends in 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, and they go, not today, Satan. No, my lane. Then they cut in like they've got a VIP pass to the apocalypse. By the way, if the sign says merge like a zipper, it doesn't mean drive like a toddler on Mountain Dew and hope for the best. But somehow, they'll jerk off if you don't let them in, because that's all they have to do with their little ding-dings and big trucks. Your fault in traffic, not theirs. Not the dude doing 104 in a 65, not the lady FaceTiming your nephew while eating a salad with both hands, not the guys whose truck is so tall he needs a ladder to get in, and it's just an F-150. Nope, you. Always you. And that ladies and gentlemen, is today's Wednesday's What the Fuck? A full nation of gaslighting road goblins convinced they are the heroes of the asphalt horror. And you are in the NPC wondering in their cutscene. If you're on the road today, stay safe, stay sane, and if the giant truck is hugging your bumper, just remember it's not personal, it's just Wednesday. Done. If you want this darker, louder, or more unhinged, I can crank it up. Just comment in the section where it says comment. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff that makes us famous, because we'll love you and we'll probably give you more content that'll make you laugh. I'm Robert Peel, and this is
Metal fucking Chris.
and we are The Turn. We'll be right back. All right, folks, what a night. If you survived this episode without clutching your pearls or Googling, is satire a hate crime? Congratulations, you're officially built different. Tonight, we open with a cold open, hotter than a politician's deleted browser history. We dove headfirst into the headline, News Dive, where the world continues to prove it's run by sleep-deprived interns and emotionally damaged raccoons. Then Rob's rant tore through the nonsense like a chainsaw with a Red Bull sponsorship. And the Hump Day social media roast. Oh, that was pure cardio. If stupidity had calories, that segment would have burned through Thanksgiving. We spun the turntable, roasting the music industry so hard, half of LA is sending us cease and desist letters written on organic hemp paper. And we wrapped it all up with morning madness, because nothing screams functional adults like me and Metal Chris arguing with imaginary callers at 8:30 in the morning. Now, tonight's theme, gaslit, confused, and still showing up. We poked it, roasted it, threw it down the stairs, and somehow it became inspirational. Because that's the truth. The world we lie straight to your face. I'm sorry, will lie straight to your face. But if you can laugh at it, if you can look at the chaos and go, yeah, that tracks. You win. Stay sane. You stay you. Here's your final push for the week. Don't let anyone convince you you're crazy just because they committed to you being stupid. Don't let the world gaslight you out of your common sense. And don't let anyone dim that spark you're carrying, including you. And hey, if you laughed tonight even once, if you nodded, rolled your eyes, or yelled, "Preach!" at your screen, do us a solid. Hit subscribe, smash the like button, drop a comment, share the episode with someone who needs a laugh, a reality check, or just a 2-hour break from the circus. Because this isn't just a show, This is a movement of people who are tired of pretending the emperor's wearing pants. I'm Robert Peel. That's Metal Chris. This was The Turn. Thanks for hanging with us, laughing with us, and questioning your sanity. See you next week. Same time, same chaos, same turn. I'm Robert Peel, and
Metal fucking Chris.
good night, everybody.